welcome to the Football Bets for You podcast, episode number 10 of season 4. This week I am joined by Connor.
How are you?
And Paddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Lads, thank fuck that international week is over because it is fucking depressing. We have the Prem back. So, lads, we're going to be looking at the Prem matches for this weekend. We're going to be looking at a couple of questions that have been sent in. There's a good few there, so spend a little bit of time on them. We do have the fashion show this week, which Paddy be delighted about. It's back, baby.
Love it.
Well, it never really went anywhere, but we had the international shit.
Have you got the leaderboard for us this week?
I might, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what I can conjure up in between the takes.
This is all for nothing. Like, it's bad enough doing it, but if it's all for nothing, I swear to God.
Well, look, we'll see what we can do. And then what are we looking at then, lads? Lads, I just done one bet. I'm concentrating now solely on me fucking 10 to 1,000 challenge, and that's it.
You lost it, yeah.
I lost it, yeah. So I'm starting again, and I'm going again, and I'm getting to 1,000 this time. I don't give a fuck. So
I have loads of stupid bets to fill in for you. Don't worry.
Lovely, happy days. Right, lads, we're going to jump into the first thing, which is the predictions, lads. First game of the week: Liverpool and Watford, 12:30 on Saturday. Watford are 17-2. The draw is 17-4, and Liverpool are 3-10. Lads, obviously Leeds coming out, or Watford getting beaten by Leeds in the last game, and Liverpool obviously drawn with City. Connor, what did you make of that Man City match? Were you happy with the draw, or do you think you maybe deserved to win?
Fucking delighted with the draw. Delighted with the fucking draw. It was Liverpool did well to cling on. Actually, it didn't. It's not something that Liverpool teams usually do well, to be honest. But they did what they had to do to get the draw. Could have won it in the end, but obviously Rodri's fucking miraculous clearance off the line wasn't bad. But no, they didn't deserve a point out of it. Delighted with the point. Move on to this one. Don't fancy Watford. Said it pretty much all the way along. The only thing that they should beat this season is probably Norwich because they're as bad, if not worse. And yeah,
I don't mind Watford now this season. I don't think they've been that bad.
I mean, there's a lot of reliance on Ismail Sarr, I think, from dead balls, from individual play, from getting them in behind. If you don't turn up, Watford don't usually turn up, and they concede a lot of goals as well. So I'm going to back Liverpool on it. I'm going to say 3-0 Liverpool, and I'm going to go with a. See, I don't know what's going to happen to the Brazilians. Yeah, they're going to get back in time.
Because are they playing tonight? Is it or yesterday?
They're playing. They got 1 a.m. tonight.
Oh, for fuck's
against
sake,
Bolivia.
Yeah. Right.
So I know Liverpool, City, and United are supposed to chip in to fly the players home. So they're available for the weekend.
Hope United leave Fred in Brazil.
Yeah, I saw that. They're like, why are United paying for him? Just leave him there. But I'm going to go 3-0, and I'm going to say big Cocorigi.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll go.
You reckon he'll score or he'll play?
I reckon they'll rest the two lads travelling back from Africa. Bobby Firmino, I don't think we'll get back in time, or he'll be rested anyway. And I can see him getting a run out, yeah.
Ooh, that's making me rethink me fancy football team. Paddy, what do you think of this match? And what did you think of the Liverpool result against City?
2 draws in the bounce now for Liverpool against Brentford and City. Good result. Well, fair. You'd walk away from a game against City with a draw, and you'd be okay with it. You know, it was in Anfield, so they might have thought they would have liked the points from it. But yeah, I'm sure both teams walked away happy enough. 2 great teams. Watford lost against Leeds, and then drew against Newcastle their game before. They're 4 points off the drop. This banana skin 12:30 Saturday start after the internationals. I could see a draw written all over this. I really can. I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw. I'll go for Liverpool to score first with Trent. And 1-1.
Like now that you kind of mentioned the kind of the African games or the South American games, sorry. I didn't really think about it. But I do still think Liverpool probably have enough to be a kind of gonna say a poor enough Watford team. I don't mind them, but not probably.
Who do you go to?
Watford.
Yeah,
Watford,
so new manager bounds as well now.
I just don't think it's gonna happen for them. I just think Liverpool have a little bit too much. And I'm gonna go with a Liverpool win. I'm gonna say 2-1 Liverpool, and I'm going to say Jota to score. I'd imagine that he's going to be playing. So I'm gonna go with Jota. Lads, we'll move on to the next one. 3:00 on Saturday. Aston Villa and Wolves, 23-20 for Villa, 23-10 for the draw, and Wolves are 12-5. Lads, we won't go in too much on this one. Give us an out score prediction. Paddy, I'll come to you first.
Mid-table battle. I'm gonna stick for to be honest with you, I say it's gonna be a fairly tight game. I'm gonna go for 0-0.
Ooh, kind of what you reckon?
I do. I think it's gonna be a very tight game.
Yeah, I agree with Paddy. They're both apart from Villa's last game, they seem to be stringing a couple of results together, and then isolated Wolves at the start of the season, but they've put some results together now in the last kind of 3 or 4 games. I'm going to say 2-1 Villa, and I'm going to go Ollie Watkins.
Cool. Nice one. I'm going for the draw, lads. I'm going 1-1 draw, and I'm going to go with a Jimenez goal for Wolves. I think.
Just so you know, Wang isn't going to make it back, I don't think.
Damn, fucking Wang.
Wang.
Jesus Christ, Wang.
He's got 2 and 2 before the international break.
He actually, you know what? I was actually looking at him.
Second name Kerr.
Wang Kerr. He actually is fucking... Just for everyone that didn't get that. I know Shane's watching there, so just make sure so yeah, lads, I think that he's actually a decent player. I have been impressed with him, but obviously you're saying he's not going to get back. He's obviously not going to score, so I'm going to go 1-1, and Jimenez to score. Right, lads, on to the next one. Probably the game of the week, to be honest with you. Saturday, 3:00, Leicester and United. 5-2 for Leicester at home, 5-2 for the draw, and 21-20 for United. Connor, what way do you see this one going?
I think it's going to be another tight one as well. I think neither team on a great run of form in the league. Coming on the back of a couple of draws themselves. So I'm going to think it's going to be tight. I think United have enough to overturn them. I don't know how it's affected Rodgers in the last week or so with the amount of news about him going to Newcastle. I know he came out and said it's not going to affect him and he's not going to do it and it's hurting the job. But is it if he's having loads of money being thrown at him?
Sure.
And I'm sure with the
players, that big fucking juicy facts coming in with the nice little salary for himself.
That's it, like, and like obviously the players are going to know what's going on, and they're only getting back into training tomorrow.
Yeah,
Friday. What's that going to be like? So I'm going to say 2-1 United, and I'm going to go with Fernandes.
Nice one, Paddy. What do you think? Enlighten me on United here. Poor draw against Everton.
Ronaldo won't be dropped again the way he was against Everton.
What is Ollie doing? Ollie out.
Ferguson afterwards, they're all saying it to Khabib or Kebab or whatever his bleeding name is.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, Rashford looks like he's back as well. I probably won't start because Ollie will bottle it. I'd start him, to be honest with you.
So he's back, but he's not back. He's not back.
He'll get time. He'll come on probably towards the end of the game, I'd say. Sancho, a couple of assists during the week. Where I'd be worried now is our defence because Maguire's out and Varane is out as well. Yeah, he got injured. He's out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So you're looking at Lindelof and Boyk to come in at centre back, which is quite concerning. You've got Phil Jones as well. Great.
Still doesn't make the bench.
No. So I don't know. United. Yeah, I think they'll get the result. And simply because Leicester haven't been in great form either. If this was Leicester of last season or the season before, I'd be very worried. But we do still seem to be able to pick up results against them whenever we play them. So I'm going to go for a United win. I'm going to go for definitely not a clean sheet for us because we can't keep a clean sheet to save our lives. So 2-1 I'm going to go as well, and Ronaldo to score first.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? It's like United are kind of a poor result last result, and then kind of they lose a couple of players, not the strongest squad they could have. Leicester, again, you would fancy them a lot of the times at home, but just haven't been in the form this season. Vardy is still scoring goals. That's a plus for them. So Vardy coming up against a poor defence, or not really a poor defence, but a defence that hasn't had as much playing time. Yeah, leaky defence, but they haven't had as much playing time this season. So maybe a little bit of rust might settle in with them. But I was gonna say a draw, lads, but I'm actually swaying towards Leicester in this one, just purely for the fact that Varane and Maguire are out. So I'm going to go with a tight game, and I'm going to say 2-1 to Leicester. United were my bankers for last week, and they the week before, and they let me down. They were the early game, weren't they?
Against Everton.
Yeah, against Everton, 1-1. So fuck United, and fuck Ollie for dropping Ronaldo, because I had him in my fancy football as well. So... so that's it. So I'm saying 2-1 Leicester, and I'm going to say Vardy to score. I'm actually going to say Vardy to score 2 goals and be an absolute fucking shithousery cunt, and he's going to run over to the sideline and he's going to do that fucking stupid Ronaldo celebration right in front of the fans, and I'd fucking love it. It'd be hilarious. Right, lads, moving on. Man City and Burnley, the highest odds we are probably going to see this season. 1-10 for City. 17-2 for the draw and 22-1 for Burnley. Jesus Christ. Connor, what you think of this one?
And you've got a team that's been unbeaten in 7 now in the Prem against Burnley, obviously.
I thought you were talking about there.
Yeah. I'm not water, don't worry. They've picked up points in the last couple of games, but we're just slating Leicester's form so far, and there was a point against Leicester and there was a point against the worst team in the league, Norwich. So I wouldn't say they're actually flying, but I don't think they're going to piss the goals the way that people might think they're going to. Sean Dyche being Sean Dyche, I can see him being happy leaving, getting beaten 1-0 or 2-0. I'm being delighted about it, to be honest.
The absolute piss.
Yeah, basically like just loving life. City away, grand 2-0. We'll take it before we even get on the bus. So I'm going to go 2-0 City, and I'm going to say Phil Foden. New contract incoming for him, 150 grand a week.
Yeah.
Might have a fucking shout about it, go out and score a goal. So 2-1. Or sorry, 2-0, sorry.
Paddy?
Yeah, Man City all day long. An absolute trounce to give them. I'm going to go for 4-0 to City and De Bruyne to score first.
Yeah, I actually think they're going to bash them as well. I'm going 4-0 as well. And I do think Ferran Torres is going to score. Did you see his goals during the week for Spain, lads? Yeah. Unbelievable techers. So I'm going with 4-0 to City. And
I'm still putting a tenner on Burnley to win a 22.
100%. It has to be a tenner going on Burnley at 22.
Just in case now a Chris Wood or a James Tarkowski late minute.
Yeah, just in case. Right, lads, I'm moving on. Norwich and Brighton, 13-5 for Norwich, 12-5 for the draw, and 21-20 for Brighton. Lads, what way do we see this one going? We won't spend too long. I'll get some score predictions, and then we move on to a few questions that were sent in by the Instagram followers. So, Paddy, what do you think on this one?
I'm going to go for a Brighton win because Norwich are so bad. I'm going to go for Brighton 1-0, and I'm going to go for Danny Welbeck to score.
Okay. Connor?
They're getting a comment in there, Collie.
I've just seen that. I'm in the process. I'm in the process of checking that because I would not. Oh, he's fucking
check is going. A VAR check.
Yeah, we've had a second comment in saying it, so I
just allowed. It's disallowed.
Peno. So he's obviously not playing. So I'm going to change my scorer and I'm going to say Sterling because he was absolutely shite for England, so he has to be good at some stage. So I'm going with Sterling to score.
He's not getting this game for City, really, is he?
No. Mike
he just panicked and picked someone.
Torres is injured, so I'm hoping he comes on and scores. I actually don't really care because I don't have any fancy football team, and that's all I care about these days. So, Paddy, what do you think score-wise in this one?
I already gave you a score.
Yeah, you did. Connor?
Norwich, we're starting Premier League history, 1 point from whatever it is, 9 games. Brighton playing well, top 4 until the last week, but unbeaten in 4. 2-0 Brighton and Trossard to score.
Connor, you might be able to enlighten us. Last week we were talking about what is the lowest scoring points in the Prem? Can you remember? Was it 13 or 14 points or something?
Was it 12 Derby? 04?
Don't know. Can't remember. I thought you'd remember. We were talking about it last season. Do you remember we were talking?
Mark Hume scored that season as well. He scored in the last minute with a header.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what it is. But this Norwich team are definitely on fucking course to have that happen. And I'm going with a Brighton win. I'm going to say 2-1 to Brighton.
There you go. 2007 Derby County with 11. It was close to 12.
Yeah.
11 points.
Yeah, this Norwich team could well and truly... I mean, if you're going to get relegated, you may as well get relegated like that and put your name in the history books. Like, why fucking not? Like, someone will always remember your name. Yeah, why not? There. Yeah, so I'm going to say 2-1 to Brighton, and I'm going to say Trossard to score. Look, I'm going to go for a couple of comments there because I'm getting fucking roasted here at the moment. Salah's goal, obviously Salah scored tonight from Shane. I didn't see it.
No, Salah's goal against City, I think he was talking about.
Yeah, he was. That's when we were talking about the City game.
Fair enough.
Or the Liverpool game, sorry.
Torres isn't available. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, Wheelo, yeah. Torres isn't available, yeah. Do your research first, right? Cheers, lads. Cheers for all the positivity. Right, lads, we're going to take a little break from the whatever we were doing there, and I'm going to go on to gotta move on.
What section is this? I couldn't see it at the bottom there with the banner.
Oh, down to remove, and I said, you know what? Fuck. Question section. Right, lads, we have a couple of questions in, a couple of good questions, a couple of mind-boggling ones that I can't figure out.
We're not answering them. We're not putting them
No, we'll answer them. Right, the first one we have is from John O'Burtley, 91. Have your feelings changed about Stephen Kenny at all with the last two results? Paddy, I'll go with you first. Right? I'm going to save me to last. I want to get your opinions first. And then
I've been. You can only be who's in front of you. Before the two games, I wasn't even expecting really, like, to be honest, to get the results that they did. Not only did they win, but they won convincingly. I'm not saying they're going to be world beaters or anything like that, but a couple of wins can give you a bit of confidence, and you can kind of gauge where they are now against Portugal in the next game. But you give credit where it's due. We've had a couple of good results, so yeah, it has changed. I thought it was absolutely shocking before this, but yeah, a couple of good results, and I'm a bit more positive about the Irish squad after seeing the last two games.
Connor, what do you think?
I have to agree with Paddy. You can only beat what's in front of you. But the bit that annoys me is when we didn't beat what was in front of us, it was about their performance and how the team played. And now, as soon as you start getting results, it kind of almost flicks back to the way it should be. I agree with what Didi Hamann said after the Qatar game, that these aren't games we should be celebrating, but he's put us into a situation where two competitive wins in 17 games has brought us to a stage where we're saying blitzing Qatar out of the park is acceptable. I still stand by the fact that we give him out. He does have to go through the campaign and finish out the campaign. If he can rescue something against Portugal, I think people will forget a lot of the negative stuff about it with a win or a draw against Portugal at home if they can nick something. And then go into another Nations League campaign is kind of where I was thinking anyway, to see what happens there. Nothing's changed really for me. Really impressed with Callum Robinson. I think Kenny is one of the managers who has given him that license to roam, to play through the middle. He's not forced out wide. He can play almost where he wants to in that fluid role, which helps him. But I'm definitely signing up for one of those Ancestry.com bleeding tests to see if I have a Qatar granny somewhere, because fuck me, they were awful. I definitely get a renew for that side. Jesus.
So I understand what you're saying. I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm hearing all the vibrations that are coming out of mouths, and they're going into the eardrums.
But
we are fucking awful. No, do you know what? We're not awful. Stephen Kenny is awful, right? We're saying, oh, this is great. Oh, we're starting to turn our fortunes around. Right, fair enough, lads. You're just saying, yeah, you can only beat what's in front of you. But we didn't beat what was in front of us for the last fucking 15 games. We've beaten fucking Azerbaijan, and we've beat We beat Azerbaijan and we beat Qatar, lads. I'd fucking beat them with the local team. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, fuck that bullshit. Like, fair enough. The only positive of that is, like, obviously Callum Robinson got his goals. Happy days. And we're beating these teams by more than one goal, which is something we don't usually do. Fair enough. I'll hold my hands up. That's great to see. But put us against a Serbia, put us against the fucking Czech Republic, put us against a half-decent team. These two teams are bottom-tier teams, lads. And we're saying, oh, this is fucking great. This is fantastic. And
no one said it's great or fantastic. No one said it was great or fantastic.
They are. I've seen it.
I would always say that even if we went back to McCarthy, we went back further through Staunton to Trapattoni, 4 points off Azerbaijan in a group is a result.
It's not acceptable.
It's good. We've never been there and won. That's the first time we've ever been to Azerbaijan and won a game.
No.
So we never go there and win. We always go there and nick a draw or fucking rob something late on.
Not having it. We're dropping our expectations, and us as a nation, one of the most passionate fans you'll see in the world. Like, we always make a name for ourselves.
Passionately slating the team.
I'm passionately slating them. Right? What's
the last game you went to?
Probably France. I don't know. I think Germany.
No, it was 5 years ago, Collie.
No, I've been to loads of them before. After that, don't know what the last one is. I can't remember yesterday.
You're so
I have an awful memory.
You're so passionate.
No, I'm not having it. I'm not jumping on board this bandwagon where we're going to accept that as a beating Azerbaijan after drawing with them, and beating Qatar, who are fucking dog shit, is fucking a great thing to do. Like I'm expecting that. Like, fuck that shit. Like, I'm sorry, but yeah, look, I don't know. That's all I've got to say in it. Does it? Back to the question: have your feelings changed about Stephen Kenny? Absolutely not. Still think he should be gone, and I think, yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that's right. Lads, we'll move on to the next one. Lucas Kelly, what made you create the podcast? Lads, I don't know. Just wanted to talk shit about football. Now, in fairness, we've been talking a little bit about this off kind of fucking air and shit like that between ourselves about like the podcast and what we're doing with the podcast and shit like that. So the reason the podcast I started personally was I wanted to start solely as a base or as a betting podcast, but it is after kind of changing over time, and I think probably for the better as well. It's only going to work out solely as a betting podcast if you're hitting all these fucking great bets and you're winning fucking fortunes.
Yeah,
we're absolutely fucking not, right? Let's call a spade a spade. We're not. So we can very well give our opinion on which we do, and we give our bets out which we do. A lot of the time we won't win, but like we're waiting on that one good bet that we hit, and that'll be all over the fucking internet. But until then, we're not doing that, and so we are going the more kind of shit talk fucking podcast like we're doing now. And for me, the reason I created it was betting, and what it's after turning into is something a lot more. I think it's just.
I joined the podcast because I used to get free tea and biscuits out of it in Collie's gaff.
Yeah, I conned everybody into joining this so they get free tea and biscuits up in my house, and then the pandemic hit. I want to just state the fact
I was promised a t-shirt before.
I have a t-shirt.
I have the t-shirt. Yeah, it was only for the originals, Paddy. Sorry.
Yeah. But I do think that we're definitely going to go in a little bit of a different direction. We are probably going to be doing a rebrand. Oh, spoiler! Of the actual podcast. Nothing major will change. The name will change, and possibly the type of show and content shit that we put out will change. How soon that'll be, I don't know.
The Paddy stripping section.
Yeah. We're gonna be each week someone will take off an item of clothing and you just get to pick.
My objections to the fashion show will be I'll wear no clothes.
Just so we can't judge anybody's fashion. So look, lads, that was the whole thing, right? What made you create the podcast? I done it for betting purposes, but now it's after going to something else, which I much prefer myself. We'll move on, lads. Next one is in from Andy. Who would you put your money on to hit the crossbar from 30 yards out of all the hosts? I put a thing up on Instagram earlier and I said, I know who's not hitting it, and I'm calling Connor not hitting it. I've seen your goal kicks and they're shocking.
Give over.
I can tell you now, I walk my dog multiple times a week. I bring the football with my son, and in the Dodder Park, we always play crossbar challenge. And I'm always pinging her off the crossbar.
How's the dog do?
I'm always pinging the dog off the crossbar.
He uses the dog as a ball. So who's my money? My money's on me to hit it. Safe bet.
No, it's not, because what you do is you step up and you shout.
Video for this. I can guarantee out 10 shots I'd get more than you.
No, 100% no.
Yeah, well.
Collie would step up, shout fucking Louis Saha and smash it and then roll along the ground. That's what you do, or you put it wide.
I'll tell you what, right? Because what we're planning on doing with the content for the podcast is we play Astro on a Thursday night, and I swear to God, I'm getting this fucking GoPro. I'm putting it in the Astro Park, and we're going to be live streaming our fucking Astro Park games, because that'll be fucking good crack, and you'll see how bad I am at football. But hitting the crossbar from 30 yards, no bother to me.
Can we all agree that water wouldn't get close?
What?
Water wouldn't get close.
Water wouldn't get close. Water would scuff it along the ground, 100%.
Also, so everyone knows as well, Water hasn't got a right foot.
Yeah, and it's a running gag in the Astro. He's never scored with me with his right foot. And maybe he has he?
Oh, he has. No,
he hasn't. He definitely hasn't.
I don't know him that well. I was actually like, oh, holy shit, mate. Does he have a prosthetic one or something?
You might as well.
Yeah, as well. So, who's me money on? Now, look, if it's not going to be me, I'd say probably Melon has a good ping on him.
He's not on the podcast, though.
Yeah, he just showed up there 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago from Simpsons.
He only shows up once a year.
Yeah. Who else we got? We have Nesta. Oh no, Nesta's not on the podcast. Who's on the podcast?
Nesta's not on it. Chris.
Oh, Chris. No, Chris won't be hitting it. Chris will scuff it. Or else Chris always hits it over the bar. So I'm gonna say Chris will hit it.
I think Chris will try to flick it up for the volley as well.
Yeah, he'd have to. Yeah, he's one of them. And I reckon Lawler would probably just get a knife and burst the ball or something. I don't think he'd kick it.
He doesn't have finesse. He just runs. He could run and get to the crossbar before the ball.
Yeah, he built it up in the air, run, and get it. Look at this. We have a comment here from Shane. Me, Nutmeg, and Connor on YouTube live. Oh, Shane, it's the stuff of dreams.
It was quality.
It was the stuff of dreams.
It was quality.
Lads, yeah, so that's my opinion. Did you give, like who were you saying? Connor, who were you saying?
I would have said me or you, but I've never seen Paddy kick a ball, and I haven't seen Melon kick a ball in a long time.
Fair enough. Paddy, who are you saying?
I'm doing this on a weekly basis. I think I definitely would. Absolutely.
I think we should do one of those. You're one of those club champion balls that goes like that in the air.
I think we should do this as a challenge.
Absolutely, we should. And there should be a penalty if you lose.
Oh, red arse.
You lose a finger or something.
Chopping your toes off. Just a little toe. So Paddy, who are you picking? Who are you picking to hit it? You're backing yourself.
Me, yeah, absolutely, all day long.
If you're not able to do it, you hurt your leg. Who's next?
Oh, well, the only other person playing football is you, Collie. So I'll say you.
Oh, yeah, good on, lads. Right, we're moving on to the next one, lads. Same from our good friend Jono, who's never watched the podcast, but always sends us in a question. Why are the top 6 teams jealous over the Newcastle takeover? I would say Chelsea aren't really jealous, because Chelsea and City, for one, are definitely not jealous.
Liverpool are
jealous. United probably not so much. They're getting that little bit of investment now. But definitely I'd say Liverpool are jealous. Tottenham obviously fucking jealous.
Arsenal are. The fans, I think when we're talking about the teams, I think we should, from a fan's perspective, like actual clubs.
Yeah. Like
I would love Newcastle to do that if they kept Steve Bruce.
Oh yeah,
that's the only thing I want. Sorry, Steve Heads.
Steve Heads.
I just want Steve Heads to stay there, and
Steve Heads is the best.
I'd love to see him working with fucking Haaland and working with Mbappe and stuff.
Oh,
and playing long ball with them. And we just
the tactic is right, lads. So we're gonna knock it over the top, and Mbappe is just gonna run after. That is 100% what the tactic would be.
And Satini drop because fucking Joe Linton would be playing instead.
Yeah, you'd have John Joe Shelby or something sitting in the middle, sitting right wing. He's like, it frees up John Joe Shelby now. He can play wherever he wants.
Sean Longstaff playing alongside fucking De Bruyne in midfield. Class, can't beat it.
Yeah, no. So like I'd say, in for answering that one, I'd say it's more kind of the Liverpool fans. I'd say Connor, as a Liverpool fan, a little bit jealous.
I think what John was talking about is the top 6 have put aside a meeting with the FA over the fact that these took over and they're related to a government entity.
Yeah.
So it is actually the top 6, the owners of the clubs that got together to say that they should be able to take over because City had issues being related to the UAE government and they had to separate again.
Yeah.
So
I did read out last week. Sorry, I did read out an article from Sky Sports, and it does say it did quote that it said that the Saudi government will have no say in the club. So that was actually said by that girl, I can't remember her name, that took over. She said that in one of her comments that they can confirm that the Saudi
but she was sat in a cave reading a note with 2 lads with AK-47s behind them.
Yeah.
They will have no say.
Saudi Arabia government will not be involved. So they sit there with fucking AK-47s pointing at them like. So I think that's answers that one. I don't think Chelsea and City fans are, or maybe even United fans are. I'd say it's more Liverpool and Arsenal and Spurs, teams that don't have
United
that.
Fan, I'd like to be with new owners.
Yeah, well, I suppose. Yeah.
You'd like to be with new owners, but you're not like. I'm not upset that Newcastle are going to join the race. They're a fucking massive club. They should have been always challenging like they were in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
I would like to see them obviously keep some fucking hilarious stuff, like keep Joe Linton in the team as long as possible, keep Steve Heads in the team as long as possible, just to see what that transition period looks like, because it's going to be fucking
they were too big to be getting relegated the way they were. Absolutely.
Me and Mellon were talking about it, lads. How long do you reckon before they would get top 6, top 4, and then potentially challenge for the league? Like,
look, we talked about this last week. I think getting the right manager in this summer and the right investments, they could make top 4 next season.
Oh shit, we talked about it last week. Sorry, I forgot fucking international.
Getting the right manager in the summer. The cunt's not going to last till Sunday for the game. Never mind the summer.
No, I know. Yeah.
There is talk of him actually being sacked really soon.
That's what I mean. If they have January and the summer transfer windows and a new manager, a top manager, they could definitely make top 4 next
Apparently, they're saying that their only investment can only be 200 million. So they're going to have to try do what they can. Now, already you're talking about 20-30% extra for anybody's players. Apparently, with the FFP,
fair play.
Yeah,
they'll always find a way around that. They'll rebrand the stadium. They'll do something like that. They'll always find a way.
Yeah, they'll do something, and then they'll get fined. They'll take their little fine.
No, but even that, like they have 200 million to spend in the next 12 months because their wage bill is so low at the moment, and they haven't turned over anything. But once they start pumping money through it and basically launder money into it, like they're going to be laughing.
Yeah.
But
so Connor, Paddy, I think I got your opinion on it last week. What do you think, Connor?
I reckon they're gonna play by the book because they have so many eyes on them already about being related to the government. The fucking Amnesty International getting involved. They're obviously have petitions going to the House of Commons already for next week. It's like I reckon they'll play it slow. They'll play it the way they should. But I don't think maybe.
Do you not think if they play it slow, you won't get the top players then, because the player's not going to come to a plan of saying, I'm going to stay here 5-6 years before you win something. The top players, I mean, like that they're going to want to get. They're going to need to be getting like 5, 6, 7 of these top players in to build a core of a squad.
But no top player is going to go to them when they're sitting in 17th position on 4 points.
That's
they will with all this money and a new manager.
I think at the moment they're looking at that Jesse Lingard level.
That's a mid tier, like.
And that's what they're going to do to bring themselves up the league. And that's why I think it's not going to be an overnight thing. It is going to take probably all next season to build that team for probably a break into a top 6 or a push for the top 4 for the following year. So what's that, 23, 24? And I reckon that's going to be their aim. And that's going to be if they bring in your man Favre from fucking Dortmund, who was in charge 2 years ago. I reckon that's be his goal, is next year's your building year. And then the following year is the year where you push on for your top 6, top 4, your top 4 fight, we'll say. Maybe not get there, but fight for that top 4 spot, and then build from there. Once you get into your European positions, then you can obviously look at bringing in that next level of player. So the likes of your Mbappe.
But you have to mention them, don't you? Like
Steve Head's 999 Premier League games. Sunday will be his 1,000 game if he survives.
He's gonna get sacked. Imagine that playing your 1,000th game and then getting the phone, seeing the phone ringing. And
Did you see his interviews though? His interview was just like, obviously with his thick Geordie accent as well. It would be like classic me to do this many games and then get the boot in the last one.
That's hilarious. That is.
He knows what's going to happen, so it's funny the way he hasn't got a clue either.
Yeah, he hasn't a fucking breeze what's going on. Well, I did see an interview. I think it was with the owners, and they were saying like, "Well, we'll back Steve Heads," but like that was absolute horseshit. Like, so when they're saying we're backing them, they're about to sack him. Like they're backing them until they have somebody else ready to walk in the door.
They're backing them up to the wall.
Yeah. I'm just opening the door and just walking them out. Right, lads, we're gonna move on. This one I don't get because it's 2 players versus 3. So Evan Top 007 007. Salah and Son are Mane, Neymar, and Kane. I'm gonna say right, Salah and Son, or else you can pick 2 of the other 3 because I would take 3 players over 2 all day long. So Connor, who are you thinking? Would you have Mane, Neymar, Kane, any 2 of them, or would you rather Salah and Son?
Probably Neymar and Kane.
Yeah.
I'd obviously rate Salah the highest out of all of them, but I don't really want to play him with Son. I'd rather have a goal scorer with him. So you have Kane in there.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the 3 of them against the 2. But like,
yeah.
The exact same. Neymar and Kane.
Yeah. I suppose. Look, I'm not going to spend ages on that. I would do the same. Yeah. Lads, there's another one in from Water. If you could watch any one era of football, which era would it be and why? Water, that's a stupid question, right? It's a stupid question.
I think they talked about football before Christ in the Bible, in the Old Testament, and they said it was really good back then. So
Jesus was good because sure he used to be jumping up for the cross now.
Yeah.
Till he got nailed.
Classic. That's about as good as this fucking podcast gets, lads. Lads, we're not fucking talking about that. Right, lads, we're gonna jump off that and we're gonna go back into our
There's a lot of clicking going on.
Our stalling.
There's a lot of clicking.
Collie, I want to sack that production team in the back.
No, who the fuck's doing that? Right, lads, we're back onto the games. Southampton and Leeds, 3:00 on Saturday. 13-10 for Southampton, 13-5 for the draw, and Leeds at 19-10. Paddy, how do you see this one going?
Southampton can't buy a win. Shocking they've been this season. So I think Leeds haven't been great either, but I think Leeds will get the win. I'm going to go for 1-0 Leeds and Bamford. Southampton are shocking.
Bamford's been fucking lacking serious amount of goals this season, isn't he?
I'm just thinking a couple of players will start kicking into form. I'm expecting some form to change now after the international breaks.
Yeah. Connor, what do you reckon?
I mean, Southampton got draws against City and United. So, like, they're picking
up a win. I said they can't buy a win.
Yeah, no, but you said they're in shocking form.
They are.
They're shocking. Leeds aren't exactly flying either.
Look where they are in the table. They're 4 points.
Yeah, and Leeds are 1 place above them.
I know, yeah. I didn't say it was gone. I didn't say Leeds were world beaters, did I? 4 points. 4 points from your opening 7 games. And that's not like bad form, is it not? In your book.
I didn't say it wasn't bad form. I'm just saying you said it like Leeds.
No, you did.
That's
what you said.
You said it like Leeds are fucking City. They're
not.
No,
I didn't. I didn't. I actually said Leeds have been in great form either. If you were listening correctly.
I don't listen to you, Paddy. Southampton to do.
You know how we feel, Paddy. You know how we feel, Paddy, when you don't listen to anything we say.
What?
Southampton to do what they did to the 2 Manchester clubs and hold them to a draw. Maybe 1-1, and I'm going to go with Stuart Dallas. Sorry, Daniel James, actually. He scored a fucking worldie for Wales there during the week. I'm going to go Dan James.
All right. I'm going to go with a... Fuck, this is a tough one, lads. I think a draw as well. Sorry, I'm sitting on the fence, but I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw as well. And I'm going to say... I'm going to say Rafinha to score. Now, someone's probably going to fucking text in and say he's not available, but...
He's in that Brazil group as well, so I don't know if he's able to fly home or not.
You'd imagine that if he came home and fucking... He's there.
Because Leeds aren't paying the bill for the private plane with Fred in it, so...
We're fucking a dummy pilot, just hoping that it crashes. Probably. I won't say what I was about to say there. Right, lads, we're going to move on to the next game. 5:30. Took me a minute to figure it out. 5:30 on Saturday. Brentford and Chelsea. 21-4 for Brentford. 29-10 for the draw. And 11-20 for the current European champions, top of the league, Chelsea. Paddy, what do you think of this match? How do you think this one's going to
go? Brentford had a good result against Liverpool at home. I still can't see them getting a result against Chelsea. They could score a couple of goals, could be tight. So I'll probably go for 3-2 to Chelsea and Lukaku to score first.
Nice one. Did you see Werner's goals the weekend, lads? Or whenever it was during the week? No. 2 screamers, and then Havertz scores as well. So all the Germans are firing. We could have scored 9. Connor, what do you think of this one?
Was that against? Was it Gibraltar? Was it?
No, maybe.
I actually agree with Paddy spot on for a change. I was actually going to say 3-2 myself. I can see Brentford scoring goals, but I can see Chelsea just having too much for them. We saw against Liverpool how open Brentford were and relied on the fucking outrageous performance from the goalkeeper in the end. So
North Macedonia.
North Macedonia, sorry. Known as world beaters. They're seventh in the world, are they?
Something like that, yeah. 17th, I think.
I'm going to go 3-2 as well, Chelsea, and I'm going to go with Timo Werner.
Woo! Feisty one you are. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chelsea win as well, lads, and I think 3-1. And I'm going to say Mason Mount to score. Played well, actually, for England, putting some fucking work rate when everyone else didn't. So I'm going to say Mason Mount to score. Lads, we're going to move on to the next game, which is the first game of Sunday. 29-20. Everton. I'm going to just start that one again because I gave you the odds first before the thing, so it makes no sense. Everton and West Ham, lads. 29-20 for Everton, 12-5 for the draw, and 9-5 for West Ham. This doesn't get edited, so that just goes out like that. Do you know what I mean? It's I've almost done that as if I'm going to do that again and chop it out, but that's just staying in it. Connor, what way did you see this one going? This will be a kind of tasty enough match.
Be good, yeah. Every time I back Everton on this podcast, they get beaten. So I do fancy Everton this week as well.
Every Everton fan now is praying you don't back them.
I might back them just for the crack. Thought they played well against United, and they picked up a couple of decent results before then till I backed them against Villa. And West Ham struggling a little bit to get rolling. It seemed after Antonio got suspended that time, they just couldn't find their feet from a bright start in the season. Be a good game. I'm going to, just to fuck them up, I'm going to say 2-1 Everton, and I'm going to go with... See, again, I was going to go with Richarlison, but I don't think he's going to make it back, so I'm going to say Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But I actually think West Ham are going to win, but I'm going to go with Everton, so they don't win.
Fair enough. Paddy, what do you think?
Yeah, it'll be a good game. Everton doing very well this season, 14 points. The only time I've seen them play this season actually is against United, and that was against their 2 main strikers. And they still done really well. You know, they could have won the game. Everton, as Connor said, their form hasn't been great since early on when they lost Antonio. So I'm going to go for an Everton win here. I'm going to go for Calvert-Lewin to score first and Everton to win 1-0. I think it'll be a tight game.
Okay. I think there's going to be goals in this one, lads, and I think it's going to be a draw, and I'm going to say a 2-2 draw. And I am going to go with a Bowen goal for West Ham.
Just in case your man's wondering from the question section, this is why it's not a betting podcast anymore. because
exactly.
tight game, no goals. It's gonna be a tight game. Loads of goals. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Yeah,
this is why we're dropping the bets from the football bet.
I think with the one bet we all disagree so much. Like,
I know, yeah. I think someone would have it cover it all. Like,
right, lads. We didn't say
it. We're on to 4:30 on Sunday. We're fucking flying through this, lads. We get it under an hour. Newcastle 12-5. The draw is 5-2, and Tottenham are 11-10. Paddy, what do you think on this one?
It's still the same old Newcastle. Nothing's been done yet. New owners, nothing else. So I'm gonna go for a Spurs win. I'm gonna go for Spurs to win 2-0 and Harry Kane to score.
Okay. Connor, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it's a tough one. Newcastle, it's the first sellout Newcastle have had in 2 years or something. Obviously, because of COVID and stuff, pushed it back as well, but they never really got sellouts before that. So they're expecting 56,000 people at this game because it's the first home game since the takeover.
Yeah.
And as Paddy said, it's still the same cunts playing at the moment,
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're expecting to walk in to see.
But, more of a buzz maybe around the club.
The fans will have a buzz about them, but overnight.
Sean Longstaff didn't
turn in the new kit, the long white kit that they have on. I think I might give them a little bit of buzz being at home for that, especially if Steve Heads is still in charge. I'm sure they'll all be delighted. I'm going to still say Spurs have a little bit too much. I'm going to say 2-1, but I'm going to back the Brazilian Alan Shearer and say Joe Linton is going to score.
Fair enough. Yeah, lads, I just don't know what it is with Tottenham. I just fucking can't stand them. And I don't like them, and I don't like Harry Kane because he's in my fancy and he hasn't been scoring lately. So I'm going to say a 1-1 draw on this one. And I'm going to say Saint Maximum to score because he's definitely the best player they've got on the team. Right, we're going to move on. Next one is Arsenal and Palace Monday Night Football. 8 o'clock on Monday. Arsenal are 8-13. The draw is 29-10, and Palace are 9-2. Paddy, what do you reckon on this one? Your beloved Arsenal, just fucking.
Look, I said before the season started, I thought Arsenal were going to do well this year. Looking into the players they had available at the start, and they had like 8 first teamers out for the first couple of games, which was unlucky. Like in the last 4 or 5 games, they've started to pick up a bit of form. They drew against Brighton in the last game, which was a bit disappointing. But 3 wins before that. I think they will find their true place in the league as it goes on. They've been playing some good football in the last 4 games as well, which kind of was a change of pace from the start. Then Crystal Palace, they had the one result against Spurs, which kind of made them look better than they were, but that was a 10-man Spurs they played against. So I'm going to go for an Arsenal win here. I'm going to go for 3-1 Arsenal win and Aubameyang to score first.
Okay. Connor, what do you think?
Yeah, it's hard to look past that, really. Palace picked up a couple of good points, single points in the last couple of games, but Paddy said their main standout came in that Spurs game. And Arsenal's made standout game against Spurs as well. So you take the two of them out of it just altogether. Yeah. Arsenal are playing some good football. Even against Brighton, I thought they created a lot. They gave up a lot of chances as well, but they had some serious clear-edge chances to win the game, and they didn't take them. I can see them getting a lot of chances at home to Palace, so I think they're going to convert a couple of them. I'm going to go with a 2-0 Arsenal win, and I'm going to say Smith Rowe to score.
Interesting. I think Arsenal are going to win. Lads, this is one where I was thinking, like, do I swap Kane out? I was going to swap Kane out and put Aubameyang in my fancy team because I think he's probably going to score a couple of goals in this game.
It's a good price now.
Yeah, 9.9 million, which is probably the lowest he's been in a fucking while. Like, he's usually always up around the 10.5 mark at least. So yeah, I don't know. I think 3-0 to Arsenal. I don't usually go with 3-0 to Arsenal because they don't usually win 3-0 that often.
They're not going to win this week 3-0 either because you've said it, but like.
Yeah, I know, 100% not going to win because I've said that. But also Aubameyang is not going to score, so I don't know whether to put me in now or not. So I'm going to say 3-0 to Arsenal. I'm going to say Aubameyang to score too. Fuck it, why not? Right, lads, look, that's all we have time for on the again, whatever the fuck that was, predictions. So we're going to move on to probably
whatever the fuck that was.
With the most this.
Probably
that football shit.
Yeah.
Probably the best part of the show, lads.
I've missed the last 2 weeks and I forgot there was an animation thing for it.
I mean, that's terrible.
So that is still there. Sorry, I'm gonna put that back up. Right, lads, we're looking at Crystal Palace this week. I don't know. I kind of like them. Let's bring them up here. Here we go. So for anyone listening on Spotify, this is where you either listen to us talk shit about fashion or else turn over to YouTube and watch us on YouTube. We'll take that off so we can have a better look at this. Connor, initial thoughts on this one. What you feeling on this one? I'm a fan. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I like this jersey. What do you think?
I'm not a major fan, I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
It's the logo, the sponsor WAA is class. I love that. We've had some shitty ones over the last couple of weeks that just don't fit in. That fits. Whether I like the thick diagonal stripes or not is a different thing. I don't think I do. I don't like the way the crest is basically a grandmother in Taiwan has just stuck that crest onto the jersey. It doesn't fit onto it. It could be a fucking jersey out of fucking the Maid Street markets for all we know. Like, it just doesn't fit it.
Looks very strange.
The neck on it is good. I know it's going to be that Puma silky fucking material, which is nice. But yeah, other than that, it's random. The Puma you pointed out there is yellow, it's red, it's blue, it's gold, it's everything white.
Oh, this little lower.
Well, they have to have that in there. That's foil. I can get you like stuff in the logo is whatever, but the jersey itself, no, I'm not buying it. I'm gonna go with a 5.8.
5.8. All right, Paddy, what do you think of this one?
Makes me sick. Hate it.
The section in general or the jersey?
All of it. Fucking hate it. The only redeeming quality for it is probably the W. Looks like something a superhero would have on his chest. So maybe
like Whooper Man,
Wanker Man.
So, and are you a fan of?
No. Before you even say anything, I'm not a fan of anything to do with this section,
like
this jersey.
Crest.
No.
Anything from it?
No.
Right, what rate are you giving this, Paddy?
We have to go point, don't we? Something.
Yeah.
0.0.
0.0. Okay.
Or 0.2. Sorry.
0.2. Okay.
To keep the, I suppose the.
Oh yeah.
Put that into the table, Collie. Just type that in. Type that in there.
It's in the table. Yeah. It's in the table.
Who's the Champions League spots for the table?
I am a massive fan of this one. Well, look, I'm a fan of
this.
Just
ignore that, Paddy.
No, fuck the Champions League. I'm a fan of this one, lads. I think the red and blue looks really well. I like the diagonal lines on it. I maybe the crest. I get what you're saying, Connor. It does look very stitched and very half-arsed.
A lick and stick.
Oh. It's a very It's almost like a very purposely stitched crest, and I have to take marks away from that. I like the collar. I like the Puma logo. I always have liked Puma. Lads, I feel like.
Do you ever have a job that you really hate?
Yeah.
That's what I feel like doing this section.
I'm going with a 7.1 on this one, lads. I think it's a decent looking jersey, so I'm going 7.1. Right, we'll move on to the away jersey. Now, lads, I'm just going to throw this out there. Yellow jerseys, we know, are not a thing of beauty, but this thing I can get on board with. I'm a fan of this yellow jersey. Paddy, what do you think in terms of yellow jerseys? Are you liking this one?
I remember Packy Bonner used to wear a yellow jersey, and I loved it as a kid. Had padding in the arms and all. It was great. But this one, it's not great. I don't really like it.
No.
Again, W kind of is great for if you're a superhero, but other than that, no, it's not great.
Wait. No, I'm just saying it'll wait. W8.
I know. No, in all seriousness, right? Okay, yeah, it's not half bad, I suppose. It's I like the neck of the jerseys. I'm gonna get into this now. Come on, let's do this.
Come on, let's go, Paddy.
Right. You have the home jersey colours in it, to bring that into it, which is a good touch, I suppose. So we'll go for 4.2 for that one.
4.2. Okay. Connor, what do you think?
I love it. I think Paddy missed the most important thing, which is the fact
eagle.
that there's a giant eagle on the jersey.
Yeah, baby.
A fucking giant eagle.
Look at that.
Dark.
Absolutely beautiful.
I was looking at the crest. I was wondering what that.
I was going to say, as you were just about to score, I was going to say it to you, and then I was like, you know what, I'll save it for myself. But Connor jumped in on it, and I'm so happy you picked up on that.
Fucking giant eagle.
Unbelievable.
On the jersey.
I'm loving it. And for a yellow jersey, I'm excited about this jersey.
A puma and an eagle. A puma and two eagles. It's like the zoo.
Yeah. And a football. Like, what more do you want? Like, it's deadly.
It's like a Untitled Park.
Except better. But no, big fan. Massive eagle. The crest doesn't look as bad now because it's on the red and blue background. So it's kind of like.
But it was on the red and blue background before.
Red and blue background.
No, but I mean, it fits that color scheme. It's not a diagonal line across it. It's not cutting across the logo.
It's more like dividing it down the center.
That's real fashion. He's talking real fashion now.
Yeah, don't fucking at me. There's just one trim for the rest of it, which is all blue. I like the way you'd have some sponsors that won't change their logo to suit.
Yeah.
Weight A, if you want to call them that, change their logo to that blue. To suit the jersey.
How many shades of blue have we got there? 3.
Some blue. What is blue? Yeah,
8.
It's betting, isn't it?
Is it betting? Is it?
It's called even more points now. It's calling you fat, saying you weigh. You're way too much.
What jersey do you have on, Collie?
It's a Time and Bond jersey, a local team that I used to play for.
It must have been long ago. It's a bit tight.
The only thing that fits me.
Does it? Yeah.
I got called fat in the fucking podcast last week, and now I'm getting called fat again, lads.
Did you? Who called you fat?
Oh no, it was the week before. It was Melon. I was wearing the brand new Chelsea jersey, and he was like, "Yeah, I like that Chelsea jersey, but like I'd like it better on the screen. If I was to just see it on you, I'd probably rate it a lot lower." I was like, "Thanks." And he's like, "Maybe it's just the body that it's on." I was like, "Oh, fuck yourself, you prick." So yeah, I got called.
So Melon can't lift you up and do that TikTok with you now.
No, you can't grab me underneath, wait and swing me. And for the record, I am jogging again, lads. So like, I'm trying to do something about my weight, right? So give me a fucking break.
A jog.
Yeah, one jogging. I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, "Why isn't the fucking gone? Like, what joke this is."
Where's my fucking six pack?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? They're like that poking it, and I'm like, oh, maybe it is showing a bit. Right, Connor, come on, give us a rating.
6.1, but with the eagle, it's 7.1.
So 7.1. Yeah, again, massive fan of the jersey. The eagle, again, like I said, it was something that Paddy, I think, missed out on. But Connor with that little finesse eye, spotted it. I'm loving the jersey. As a yellow jersey goes, it's probably the best one we're going to come across. The only other yellow jersey I can think that's better than this is probably a Brazil jersey. That's being honest.
I do not have a Brentford yellow one that was like luminous yellow, but that's different. That's not like I don't yellow. I'm a big luminous yellow fan.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, I'm gonna go 7.4 on this one, lads. Is that a very high score for a yellow jersey? Maybe.
I don't know. I'd have to see the league table.
Well, look, we'll see. Right, lads, we're moving on to the next one, and this is a tour jersey. How about this
tour
one?
Jersey? Fuck off.
How about this one?
Always a tour jersey.
Connor, let's come to you here and tell me what you think of this one. Very Time and Bond-esque, would you say?
No.
So what are you thinking? Again, WAAA have adapted.
They've mixed it up to fit in. I like that. Also, what's mixed up is the crest. The crest is now black and white.
Grayscale.
It matches with the jersey. There's also a big mosaic in it. I don't know what it is. It looks like the top of
a gate. It's like a gate.
Oh, it's a gate. Oh, sorry, you zoomed out. Yeah, it's some kind of gate. Maybe it's outside of Selhurst Park. I don't know. I'm not a Palace fan, but I like it. If it means something, I like it. If it's just
even if you were a Palace fan, I wouldn't judge it for not knowing what that gate is. Yeah, it's the white gate.
No, but like it could be like something of meaning, and if it is, I like it. If it's not, it's a little bit weird. Well, I'm going to be controversial about it. I don't know if I'm a fan of the alternate sleeves.
Oh yeah,
with blue on one side and the white on the other. I prefer that if that was like a blue side and then a white side, maybe.
But would you think that blue sleeve would look better with the blue kind of background here on this side?
Yeah. So on that where your mouse is now, that was blue. And at the other side was white. I think it would be better as a half and half jersey. Keep the little white gap from the black stripe up. Keep that there on both sides.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, it kind of looks like a Blackburn jersey. I'm not going to lie. Oh.
Showing you from all different angles. Make sure you're getting the full scale.
Can you get the back of it now?
No. Not that good.
I'm going to go 6.3.
Okay. Paddy, what do you think?
Yeah, it's all right. Not bad. The black trim and the black sponsor crest is all good. I like the blue where it is on the arm and the white where it is on the arm and where the blue
go on,
is
let him know. Let him know, Paddy. Go on.
And the white is on the jersey and the colour's decent as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go for probably the highest Crystal Palace jersey for me. It's probably 5.2.
Awesome. Lawler's in with the early 2000s Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was getting off of it.
What did you say, Paddy? 5.2?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, lads, I don't know. It's a little bit boring for me. I'm not a massive fan, but it's not the worst jersey I've seen. I'm gonna call that one a 6.1. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about it. I like the way they've adapted. I don't know what the meaning of the gate is, but I'd like to think it's some sort of relevance. So yeah. Right, I'm going to just stop sharing that for 1 second and just going to bring this up here. So here we have the league table there, lads. As you can see on the screen. So this is what we've all rated. I've done this little thing up here. I'm not to make a shit of it because I don't know. The average scores are these ones here, lads. So I haven't ranked them in position, but I do have it pretty much ranked so we can look at them like that. But there is a ranking. The highest score in jersey so far on average is the Chelsea third jersey, which again, Connor, you weren't a fan of.
But you can't really, I don't know.
Actually, Connor, you haven't put your score in for that.
I wasn't there for it, that's why.
Yeah, but you sent it to me in the text messages.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I know you scored at like a 3.4 or something like that, so that's actually going to be knocked down. But lads, look, that table is there.
Collie, I've looked it up. That gate is the main gate into Selhurst Park. So
well, I'm loving it. I respect what they've done there then. So fair play to them for doing that. So yeah, fair play. I'm not going to give them extra points. Then I have to go and change the thing again. Right, lads. That's all for the fashion show. So it's been an emotional roller coaster this week. We're going to move on to the next thing, lads, and our final segment of the show, which is the betting section, lads. So Connor, you have a couple of wacky bets to keep us entertained. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah. Let's say that. Let's go.
Hit me up with what you've got.
So I've done my goal scorers for Saturday. So for the 3:00 and on games on Saturday, it pays back at, what is that? 850 to 1. I've done Ollie Watkins anytime against Wolves, Fernandez anytime against Leicester, Foden anytime against Burnley, Trossard anytime against Norwich. Dan James anytime against Southampton. And Timo Werner anytime against Brentford.
That's not bad, is it? What'd you put on that?
I put €2 on it to get
So
back
800 or 1,600, 1,700?
17.
Nice one. What else we got? Run through whatever you've got there, because I only have the one bet myself. Paddy, you haven't done your challenge bet, have you?
Starting again from next week.
Okay, right, nice one. Run through your bets there.
I've done the next one I've done here is a treble, both halves and most corners.
Right.
So I've got Liverpool to win both halves and Liverpool to have the most corners in each half. City the same, and Brighton against Norwich the same. I have a fiver on that, and it pays back 1,200 quid. It's about 400 to 1. So I'll take that. I've done.
Whoa. If a fiver on it and it's 400 to 1, it's not paying back 1,200 quid.
My maths is wrong.
Oh, classic! That's $2,000.
Yeah.
This is a water moment, was it?
It's a little bit.
Watershed.
I gotta clip that now and put it up.
Fine. So what's it? 240, 240, 250 to 1.
Yeah. Close enough.
I'll give it a take. I've done 3 draws in the League of Ireland for tomorrow night.
Ooh, hello.
I've done Derry and Pats to draw. I have done Bows and Dundalk to draw. And I have done Waterford and Finn Harps to draw. And that is it's not great. It's 34 to 1. I've got a fiver on it. Pays back 170 quid. I think my maths is right on that.
I'll allow it. So you have them to draw it, do you?
No, they're not in it. They're playing Longford. They're gonna beat Longford.
Class.
And I've also done the Bucks to win. Tom Brady over 300 passing yards and Mike Evans to score a touchdown. It's 5 to 1. We've got a tenner on it.
Oh, nice one. Yeah, I like that one. Paddy is going to the Rovers game tomorrow, are you, Paddy?
Yes.
This is going to be a draw. It's going to be a draw.
There's an urgent appeal. Paddy's looking for tickets. Paddy, what tickets were you looking for?
Oh, for the Bows game.
That's the following week.
You won't get
no. Well, it's 5 days. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I think Tuesday or Wednesday. It's on. Yeah, so I'm looking for tickets for that. Can't get them for love nor money.
There's no Bows fans allowed to go to it either. They're all.
And then also, I want to get tickets for the Ireland-Portugal game. They're not on sale yet, but if anyone has any information on how I can get some, let me know, please.
All right.
So the Rovers Bows game is on in Dalymount Park with a big screen. If you want to go and see it,
there you go.
Really?
There's no Bows fans allowed to go to the Rovers game.
Oh, really?
So you have a maximum of. They've reduced the amount again, or Rovers are being scum, one or the other. So Bows are having all their season ticket members in Dalymount to watch on the big screen.
No way. It's not the same. Sorry, just Lawler's in there with Origin Palace building on the front celebrating 160 years. There you go. He would know. He's from London, mate.
English bastard.
Yeah. So, Connor, is that all you've got, or did you do any more mad ones?
I just did my results then for the Saturday. So Liverpool to win, Villa to win, United to win, Brighton to win, Leeds to win, West Ham to win, Spurs to win, and Arsenal to win. For the weekend then as well. Fiver pays back 1,700.
Nice one. Right. I am just going to show you my 10 to 1,000 bet, lads. I will probably be doing more bets myself, but I'm just not going to put them out on this. I probably might just throw them up on the Instagram story during the week or tomorrow or something. I've done a 6-fold, lads. Tenner on it. €39 back. Going slow and steady again. Won the first bet last week. And then shitty fucking England let me down this week. So Liverpool to beat Watford. I mean, that's a win-win. If they don't win, I'm still happy. Dortmund to beat Mainz. City to beat Burnley. Again, probably not even putting them in, but sure, look, if they lose, happy days. Feyenoord to beat Walwick. AC Milan to beat Verona. And PSV to beat FC Zwolle. So they are all bangers and they're all going to win. So start your 10 to 1,000 bet this week and we're going to fucking get off to a flyer. And in a month's time, we'll be sitting here with a fucking G in the bank, and there's nothing fucking sure, lads. Right, lads, we're going to call it a day. It's been emotional. It's been a good episode. We again, like I said, we were talking about earlier, there is going to be a little bit of changing coming up over for the podcast the next kind of couple of weeks or so, I suppose. It won't be an instant.
You seem downbeat about Collie. Come on, it's a positive thing, you know.
No, because I'm thinking about all the
the
beautiful graphics that I've done with the Footballbets4u podcast on them, and now I have to go and change them all. So
you have lots of time at work anyway, so you're fine.
Just not doing magic tricks.
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, you fucking idiot, Paddy.
Right? I just wanted to show you something, right? So I have this handkerchief here, right? Now I'm gonna just do a fantastic magic trick, right? I'm gonna make it disappear. So the way I'm gonna do it is I'm just gonna pop it in. Now you can see all around my hand there. Just gonna pop it in there, right? You can see it's going in, right? In there. Now I'm just gonna make sure. Right now, nothing has happened. Nothing, like no sleeves. I'm no sleeves. But where the fuck is it gone, lads? Where is it fucking gone?
Your thumb looks massive.
I don't fucking know what's going on here. Where is it gone? Where's it gone? Paddy is amazed. Look at Paddy's face.
I love magic. I love magic.
Paddy has no clue.
Love it. You should have a magic section. Get rid of the fashion section and have a magic section.
You can't see any trick he has.
That's all I've got. Yeah, I have a lovely gold set of cards here as well.
What's on the floor, Collie?
No, carpet. You can't even tell that story. You can't give away the fucking magic trick. Lads, we're calling it a day. Nice for coming on. Anyone that's watching on YouTube, Spotify, even make sure you follow us, like us, share us, do all that.
You won't be watching us on Spotify. You might be listening.
Yeah, that makes us grow. Paddy, thanks for coming on.
Makes us grow. That sounds
in our pants.
Yeah. Makes me grow. Listen to us. My pants.
Paddy, thank you very much for coming on. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks very much, Cuddy, for having me.
No problem. Connor, nice one.
Cheers, lads.
Lads, we'll be back same time next week, 8:30 Thursday, YouTube, Facebook, the whole shebang. So we'll see you all then.